Thanks to Greg at EgoSoft for providing me with the keys to the X4 Tides of Avarice, Cradle of Humanity, and Split Vendetta expansions. Space. It's pretty big, and there's a lot of it. These are the voyages of Captain Soka. My mission? To start with one ship and 10,000 credits, and make a name for myself. Will I trade? Will I fight? I don't know. But join me, won't you? This is X4, a roleplay series. Miss Brax, what do you mean there's another hole? Oh man, so there's a fourth jump gate here in Family Soka going up north to Family Crits. But one thing that I saw traveling through my space was an Asgard. Let's see if we can provide some sort of cover for said Asgard. It's always nice to see the Terrans get involved. Miss Hong, if you please go ahead and just poke into Family Crit, and we'll see where that Asgard is, see if we can provide assistance. And if that Asgard is looking a little bit rough and not long for this world, we might send our Marines over to borrow it, let's say. But in the meantime, I am happy to say that Family Soka Defense Platform 3 is up and running, full of drones and turrets. So its final build is over here with 105 defense drones, 60 repair drones, 52 medium turrets, 80 large plasmas, and 46 shield generators. That should be enough to repel anything from Family Newt that may be coming across this way. We still have to seal down for Wretched Skies Family Volca, as there's a defense platform right on the other side of that gate, and that would be a big push for sure. But trying to get Family Soka nailed down, and we'll see what we can do in Family Crit here. And in the meantime, sitting at 360 million credits with another 1.5 million coming in from trades from the Amazon, and I sent Mr. Shinneman and the Caterpillar back to Argon space to do more lucrative trading since we have the trading subscription with them. Trying to get up to that 500 million. I think we're going to pass the Court of Curbs and their 400 million credit ask, and go straight for the 500 million credit ask for the Capital platform that Kromenkenslat was asking for.
Family Crit.
Oh crap, we're here. Status report. All right, so Asgard is looking stable. All right, so far so good. As a matter of fact, that is a lot of goods. Let me get the old Hoover up in here and start pulling these crates in. I noticed that the Asgard came in and started going after a wharf in this sector. I think I can see another station there as well. And we basically want to provide cover for that Asgard wherever they decide to do. And that is a lot of goods, mainly energy cells. That's why we're not sucking those up. A crap ton of energy cells, okay? Yeah, Miss Hong, if you please, let's scout out this area a bit and see what the Asgard is up to. We'll go ahead and tell her to move in this direction when she's able. We'll provide whatever cover we can for the Asgard, and if there's really nothing else here, we'll plop down another fort on this side of the gate and try to claim this sector as well. Yes, you can proceed with orders, please, Miss Brax. Hopefully we can get a look at the Asgard over there. Just a few mining ships that the Asgard is taking care of, full shields, not looking like they are in trouble whatsoever. And there is the large explosive Asgard. It's a shame that we didn't spring for the XL building platform. We just have the maintenance base, so if we were to take the Asgard, we could do something with it, but we cannot build it for ourselves. I guess the first step here would be to get rid of all of these mining ships. And this sector looks actually pretty free and clear. from what I'm seeing. So it might not be a difficult thing for us to come in and place a defense platform on. Greetings, Asgard. What are you up to today? Just chilling? That's awesome.
Hello.
Yeah, it kind of looks like there may be a station back there, but way out of the range of our defense platform if we were to put one down. I know we want to save up 500 million for that capital section, but I think claiming this sector while we can is a good idea. So let's go ahead and get a plot right on the other side of this gate. And luckily there is a builder just on the other side here that is really close. We have 12 million credits in the account, and let's just hunker down right here with the Tiger's Claw and the Hong. We'll go ahead and defend this area and see if we can build up and claim this sector. We might have caught it fairly early in its life cycle. And that Asgard looks to be moving away. I don't know if the Asgard is going to jump out. If it does, we'll be sort of left here all alone. And here come the Xenon, as expected. And is that some sort? Yeah, it's not an unclaimed ship, I don't believe. So just a, just a lockbox perhaps. And as soon as that M gets within striking distance, the others should, hop right in. Hopefully we can get there fast. Tell you what we'll do. We'll tell the Tiger's Claw to launch fighters. That way the fighters can get there and attack that raiding party M before our destroyers get there. Luckily, they're not taking too many pot shots at it. We might be able to get there in time. All right, we have arrived to take care of that M. You can sort of see the build platform over here and the halo of our future fort here. And what that might do is spur on any Xenon coming from this direction. And basically just announce that we are here in the sector and trying to take charge. So, I'm expecting a lot more resistance coming soon, but our builder has made it here. And let's go ahead and get started with the building. How are things going? So energy cells are spoken for. Everything else is a long way away, unfortunately. So hopefully the builder puts out an all call to say, hey, we need some stuff. Master Slammer, long time no see, sir. Glad to see the Gumption's Gambit is in one piece. I will do a recon of this sector as best we can. See if we can try to get a little bit of eyes on in this sector. See what kind of other stations we have out in front of us here. In particular, that one station that I saw in the distance. So that fighter did indeed come from this direction. And,
Unknown station.
yes, indeed. Unknown station. Is this a power plant or a wharf, perhaps? We'll go ahead and give it a fly right on by. All right, so that is a defense platform. Once we get our platform up, we'll have to take that to assume command of this sector. Just a general lockbox. I'm not seeing anything else. Let's do a long scan here, see if any question marks ping. All right, so some stations to our immediate left. Aha. I'm seeing some other ones over here as well. At least two.
Unknown station. Unknown object.
132 and 135, is that a jump gate? Perhaps inactive? All I see is the reflection of the planet or something behind us in the window. But we do have indeed a jump gate and another Xenon station here. We'll go ahead and give those a flyby. Another defense platform. And Ree's Defiance. And another fighter. Okay, we'll give that a flyby. And so far, one other unknown station. Ooh, nice. 500,000 credits. right in front of us here. If this is a defense platform, then this thing is sort of loaded for bear as far as this sector is concerned of stations. But I'm hoping that with us blockading that gate, no energy traders are going to be, you know, able to come through. So we've got them pretty well isolated in here and can pick them off systematically once that is indeed stood up. And yes, indeed, another station here. And we'll go ahead and give that a flyby as well. Is this another defense platform, or is this some sort of construction? Because the Asgard took out the wharf. So I'm only expecting... Yep, there's the power plant. All right, that answers all of my questions. All right, give that a flyby. We'll return back to the Tiger's Claw and hold up, knowing that we have a few stations in this sector to deal with. Got 3,616 hull parts coming in from the Argon. Oh, Mr. Slammer, what's up? Do you see an enemy? Oh yes, indeed, another mining ship. Mr. Slammer's going for it. I like your gumption, or your gumption's gambit, as it were. One thing Mr. Slammer did do was slow down that mining ship and allowed the destroyers to make some hay. That's what I like to see. One more mining ship down. And thankfully the Argon has sort of picked up the slack here and has volunteered to patrol our space, which is good on ya. Of course, if any Antigone come in here, the Argon are not going to be too impressed with them. But if the Argon want to do the patrolling, and Talati fighters are coming in as well. So a multicultural police force out here in Family Soka, and we're one big happy Soka family. That is what I like to see. But what I'd really like to see is more orders coming in. Oh, and the Asgard has came back, huh? So if that Asgard decides that it wants to participate in one of those station clearing exercises with its big gun, we can oblige, that's for sure. I know you're not a delivery ship there, Asgard, but you could be a bro and contribute to the cause if you wanted to donate some hull parts or some Claytronics, perhaps, to our newfangled defense station. So I'm not sure where that Asgard is going, but I do have a bit of a conundrum to ask, and that is, what would be necessary to defend this position from any sort of fighters like this, any raiding parties, that sort of thing? Because if that Asgard goes jumping to one of those defense platforms, I want to send the Hong to help. I don't know if I would send the entire fleet, because that would leave this defense platform construction completely unguarded. And that is not what I would want to do by far. But the sheer power of the Hong would assist that Asgard quite well. And I think with all the turrets on the Tiger's Claw and the destroyers could do a decent job in protecting this area, I believe, if the Asgard is going to feel froggy and leap. I'll just watch and see where he goes from here, and yeah, make that call when the time comes. Just for shiggles, Mr. Slammer, let's pay a visit to this Asgard and see what it's all about here. All right, scan mode activated. We'll turn off our lasers so we are not intimidating in any way. Brakes! Cool. We'll go ahead and scan it.
Go ahead and scan.
Yes, I have 195 crew. Man, that is quite the beast. They seem to come loaded for bear. And just sort of looking at the sheer size of this thing, man, what would it be like to own an Asgard? All right, Mr. Slammer?
Can I help?
Yeah, return to the Tiger's Claw, if you please. Let's see what we have learned and what their marine complement is. So it looks like they have 75 Marines, 54 veterans, 21 recruits, and 119 able crewmen. And they have a stout NCOIC in Haruka Yamashita. So that is, whew! That would be something to try to take, but let's not stomp on any toes yet. The Terrans are our friends, and I want to keep it that way. And the Asgard is moving out. So here's what I will do. So the Hong, go ahead and remove all orders and assignments. And then for the rest of them, let's tell the Lily to attack with Commander Beta. And let's just make the Tiger's Claw the leader of this little group here. We'll have the Tiger's Claw do the protecting position as it was before. And the Hong will go sort of on its own and assist the Hong. So the Tiger's Claw, we want to remove all orders and assignments. So the Hong is separate. And the Tiger's Claw does have the 4 destroyers with it. Go ahead and start protecting the 20-kilometer range around the defense platform. And the Hong, let's hop on board and see if we can assist with that Asgard, shall we? Hello, Miss Brax. Just in case the Asgard gets into trouble, we will manually fly this thing. That way we can go over the top, we can use our main weapon, we can get in close enough for turret range. We won't leave anything to chance. We want to help out that Terran ship as much as possible. And if they try to run, and it might look like we can acquire the Asgard, we may just do that. Nice, first shipment of Claytronics looks to be coming in. Outstanding, still plenty of moolah in the account. And we're just waiting on that Asgard to make a decision.
Xenon defense platform.
You can see the defense platform, 225K in that
Xenon
direction,
defense platform.
100K in that direction, and the power plant is behind us. It looks like they are positioning to
Xenon
go
defense platform.
in that direction, and if they do, we will jump with them and take that over the top position and start using our main guns to good effect, at least try to. So the Asgard is definitely looking at that defense platform. We might be able to get the jump and sort of begin the attack sort of preemptively and let the Asgard come in. We're still going to do the top-down strategy for sure and try to stay out of range of any gravitons. And if I see graviton fire, I can very quickly throw it into reverse rather than Miss Brax might stay there and try to take her lumps, which we do not want to do. So we will begin the opening salvo and hope that the Asgard nuzzles in and starts taking some of the distraction away. My only main concern is any defense drones. So we won't have the fleet there to, drop laser towers and do all of the things that we've been able to do lately. But coming over it at about 15K, we're still out of range. We'll park over it as best we can. And then hopefully we can get into Guardian Angel formation that we saw Miss Brax do in our previous assault here. All right, I'll stop. 9.8K, just out of guns range.
I was asked to drop my cargo.
Now is not the time, Mercury Vanguard. We've got things to do. All right, so let's get within 8K so we are sure that we're within main battery range and open fire on that center section. And hopefully the Asgard will be arriving soon. All right, cannons opening up, holding at 8.2K. Let main cannon loose. And let's start eating into it. One thing I'm hoping is we can do enough damage sitting here that we might be able to get some of the gravitons taken care of before the Asgard comes. It's slowly and surely on its way, just within sensor range here, so We've got a little bit of time. We've already knocked it down 15% on the hull, and I think this center section might be about ready to go. And then we can work on the wings where those gravitons are set.
Explosion imminent.
All right, first section gone. Looks like we've adjusted fire to the right section here. Looks like a solid hit. Let's get in just a little bit more. Hopefully the other turrets, there we go. I like the fact that I see a lot of extra turrets coming online now. So let's pound this right section. And I imagine there's some gravitons attached to that. We'll make short work of those. And that will allow the Asgard a little bit more freedom here. So far, I don't think we've gotten close enough to stir up the Hornet's Nest. Either that or there's not a lot of defense drones on this station. There's a few fighters coming in every now and then, and that's what will be nice to have the Asgard sort of assisting us with, is fighter cover. But with us stationary and the gunners pretty good, I don't think these fighters are long for this world. And while we're here, we'll just hoover on up the crates and whatnot, continue getting those good upgrades. Maybe we can do something a little bit later to improve ourselves. Down to 65%. You know, the Asgard might have an 80-year-old man as a pilot. Still coming up slowly and surely. I guess asking himself if he wants to engage. But yeah, we're doing the majority of the work. We're just sort of covering the Asgard. Nice! So that is a wing section down. Now the next section I'm going to try to get is this section right down here. I know that gravitons like to live in this part of the station. Let's get on up until our turrets start firing. Oh geez, Asgard opening up. That's what I like to see. If the Asgard held there to do the business, I'd be all about that. But of course the Asgard is going to continue moving. No! Asgard holding station, warming up the big gun. That is what I like to see. All right, that's what I like to see. We might be able to get down a little bit lower, but it's nice to know that the turrets are now opening fire from here, and we are not in danger of being hit. All right, resuming attack formation. Our big turrets are going in 40%, and I think the Asgard lowered the boom as well. We're gonna fire our main cannon. That's what I like to say. That's one more section gone. We'll just adjust fire here. We might have got a little bit of turret damage, but no worse for the wear. That's what our repair crew's for. And down to 40%, 39. All right, we might be out of, there we go. Getting into a little bit closer range here, so that our front cannons open up as well. Nice, energy traders coming in, Terran fighters coming in. So it looks like the Terran realized that we are here. The admin center is standing up. That's what I like to say. So it's almost like the Terran are pushing a full court press in this system now that they know that we are here and actively helping. So props to the Terrans. Let's continue working on this defense platform. More loots. More loots. A lot of containers for more loots. I can do this while the turrets just keep firing. Nice.
Explosion imminent.
Ooh, that is what I'm talking about. All turrets opening up. So a little bit of shield damage, no worse for the wear. I'll keep pointed sort of at this angle because it looked like a lot of turret fire was heading that way. 19%, and hopefully the Asgard adjusts fire as well. We might have destroyed that component while they were getting warmed up. My bad. Oh, Asgard with a big hit. That took out maybe 10%. That was a huge chunk for sure. I was adjusting my turrets. A fighter came in, and unfortunately, yeah, I should have just selected the fighter on attack my enemy. But only a scant few percent left on this defense platform now. It'll be interesting to see if the Asgard moves on or if the Asgard leaves system, or if maybe the Terrans are making an active push here. And we are at the stage now that if that Asgard opens up fire one more time, this thing is toast. We might get it before the Asgard, a little bit of a competition here. But I may let him get the last shot. Oh, there it goes. And no earth-shattering kaboom, but that is how we do that. Now it's just a question of where the Asgard goes from here. Now that this station is gone, does the Asgard move on to the next defense platform? And very good news, the administrative center is almost done. We almost have the heart of our defense platform, meaning we can assign a manager and get some traders in here, and hopefully we can do some trading for the build storage. We need a good administrator though to have far-reaching, but yeah, Hong, if you please, just follow until further notice that Asgard. We'll go where he goes. We could probably solo a few of those defense platforms, but it's nice to keep the Asgard in tow. All right, just out of sheer curiosity, it looks like that Asgard is going for that jump gate. And obviously we haven't been in this system before, and we haven't been on the other side of that jump gate. So curiosity
Rise Defiance.
may kill the cat, but I want to see what's on the other side of this thing. I might not stick around for long. If I poke in and there's a shipyard on the other side or something, that is going to be quite the surprise, but at least I know what I'm getting into. Because if we are going to take all of these Xenon sectors, it's going to be a concerted effort, and we need to know exactly how far-reaching they go. So into Rise Defiance, we'll pop out on the other side and see what awaits us here. All right, peekaboo, here we go.
Entering system. Rise Defiance.
So it is Xenon. How busy are we talking here? Oops. What kind of question marks do we get? One there. So we got some mining ships coming.
Unknown station.
127K. But is this a power plant or is this a wharf? Yeah, let's just hold here and take care of this S while we're here. Nice. Was he carrying anything we can pull in? Yes, indeed. That is what I like to see. I'm seeing... Are those shooting stars or are those Xenon ships? I couldn't tell from how fast they were moving. So far it might look like Rise Defiance isn't that built up, which is good to see for sure. Alright, we'll get back with the Asgard. I really don't want to stand up another defense platform in here right from the get-go. Not when I have another defense platform standing up here. And one good thing that I really like to see is the Terrans brought a Sin by the shipyard to repair it. 9.2 million credits in the bank. We need more Terrans to have some broken ships and bring them by. So it's not the building of the ships that are profitable, even though we're building quite a metric crap ton. It is just repairing the ships. And hello, an Osaka, an Asgard. Interesting indeed. So the Terrans are absolutely interested in this system with all the fighters, and they even have an Osaka?
Osaka.
Man.
Asgard.
So the Asgard hasn't moved much from this station. Tell you what, if you guys want to build a defense platform over here and help me out, don't complete it before I complete mine, of course. But yeah, that would be awesome. All right, it's almost time to put Mr. Shinneman back to work. So he's finishing up a trade right now, running silicon wafers from North Argon Prime to South Argon Prime. Let's swing by our shipyard and start bringing the business. So we'll transfer wares with the Caterpillar. We need 1248 advanced electronics. Oof, that is going to be the majority. Can we get by with turret and shield components for now? That might be a little bit better. So 5,000 turret components. Let's fill up the cargo bay halfway. Let's take 1,100 turret components. And then while we're at it, let's bring some shield components as well. Sort of let it stand up a little bit on its own, even though it won't be at full strength. We can give it some shields and some, there we go. Give it some shields and give it some turrets. Now we need 1,680. We could almost complete its entire order for shield components. That's awesome. We'll go ahead and grab that. And then we need field coils or advanced electronics, whatever one we can fit. So field coils, we need 1,300. So we can bring 300 before our cargo bay is full. We'll go ahead and confirm that and start the Caterpillar on its long and arduous journey up here to the build storage. All right, it looks like the Asgard is not sort of really going anywhere. So since our admin platform is up and standing and basically starting its claim, once we take out this defense platform, this should be considered green space, and that may encourage more Argon or Terran to come in and help with this power plant, or at least that is my hope and goal. So we might be soloing this defense platform, but I think we can do it. All right, attack has commenced on this second defense platform. Of course, the center section will be the first to go. And maybe, just maybe, the Terrans will see that we are pressing this attack and come join. 10% down and all is well. Let's just take a look at the map here. And nope, no Terrans are deciding to come join me for that defense. It'll be interesting to see if the Terrans push up into Ree's Defiance. But we have a defense platform to take care of on this side.
Explosion imminent.
Sweet, first section gone. Nice, solid impact there. Let's actually say now attack my current enemy. And they want to go to this left side. All right, I can oblige. 75% and all is well.
Explosion imminent.
Ooh! Yeah, after that explosion and then all of those turrets open fire, that is really cool. I like to see that. We'll see if we can keep the most amount of fire on. And we're even getting some on the left as well. So a little bit of a split, 60% and all is well. All right, half gone. Still attacking those wings, but I think this wing isn't too awful long for this world either. Still opening fire. The Caterpillar with Mr. Shinneman is in Hatikva's choice and slowly and surely making the jumps through Soka space, on past Family Soka, and into Family Crit. And we're going to have to come up with a new name for this sector as soon as this defense platform falls. We want to stick with the family theme, and I think we might name it after Lydia, our longest standing employee from the Amazon. That'll be a nice surprise when she comes rolling through this sector. 25%. The wings are still holding strong. Nothing else exploded, but we gotta be getting close.
Explosion imminent.
Wow, so the left wing actually went before the right wing did, and it just had a few sort of gravitons going towards it. For some reason, I don't think these are hitting. Let me get in like really close. Come on, guys.
Explosion imminent.
There we go. Now one wing left. Let's go ahead and finish this off quick, fast, and in a hurry. 19%. And this thing's going to take a beating for these last 19. On to the nitty-gritty now. Just 2% laying into everything we got into this corner of the defense platform. And if everything goes to plan, this will become new space as soon as this goes up. Come on, turrets, finish the job, please. And with my little pinky, blow this thing to smithereens. Sweet. Wreck is there. And looking at the big map, yes, indeed, one more sector claimed. And I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth, but that looked to be, I'm not going to say it. I don't want to bring bad mojo upon myself, but let's just say there has been no resistance. And in fact, a lot of Terrans are moving through with impunity. So things are looking up, question mark. But the question I have for you all is, do you want to see more of this style into these Xenon sectors? I know it's like more of the same, and you know, we might not have an Asgard with us each and every time, and yeah, so I could see how that would be getting sort of repetitive. But until we reach the 500 million credit mark, which we are approaching, slowly and surely, we're up to 363. But once we reach 500 million, of course, we're going to build Kromenkinslat's capital. But until then, there are Xenon sectors to grab. While the grabbing is good, I think we have some momentum here. And if we keep going with this momentum, we can focus on the fun things once this momentum has shifted our way. So let me know what you think. Depending on your feedback, it may be a little bit until I see you again, when I'll be building money, building defense platforms, and pressing into Xenon territory on my own. Or if you want to be with me every step of the way, let me know. But in the meantime, I'll go ahead and get this defense platform stood up. And one last thing we can do before we leave is rename this sector. And for her great service in piloting the Amazon still to this day, making us all the funds that we need to make this push possible, this sector has now been christened Family Lydia. And like I said, in the meantime, I'll take care of this Xenon power plant. We'll get this defense platform stood up, and we may be making a push into Rise Defiance or jumping over to Wretched Skies, as it looks like possibly the Zyarth Patriarchy will need our help on that front. But let me know what you think as far as the war effort is concerned. I may see you next week, or I may see you when the galaxy is a little bit more safe and we are ready to build that capital. So I will see you when I see you. See ya.